It's been a busy week in athletics across campus.
We're joined by Samara Carpenter and Jeremy Knopf to bring you guys up to speed. Guys?
Thanks, Jackson. Hello and welcome to the Rocky Top Sports Report. I'm Samara Carpenter.
And I'm Jeremy Knopf II, bringing you up to date on all things sports here on Rocky Top. Let's get started.
Big things happened in swim and dive last week as they have been on a roll with back-to-back wins. The Vols just broke the NCAA record for the fastest 400 free relay time ever. Jordan Crooks brought the heat to the SEC championship by dominating in the 50 free, winning 4 years in a row for the first time in SEC history. Camille Speak dominated her sweep as well in the 50, 100, and 200 free, becoming the first SEC swimmer to do this since 2007. Brooklyn Daughtwright also shined for the Lady Vols, securing a silver medal with the third fastest time in program history. Overall, the swim and dive team brought home a total of 28 medals, 18 from the Lady Vols and 10 coming from the Vols, also including 5 championships. And the season is not over yet. Both teams are preparing for the NCAA championship in a few weeks. But if you want to catch them, they will be in action in Knoxville today and tomorrow for the last chance meet.
If you're heading down to the Food City Center this Saturday to cheer on the basketballs, make sure that you bring your orange shirt, your orange shoes, whatever you need to activate the orange out when the Alabama Crimson Tide come to town. Coming back home from a solid 65-59 victory against the LSU Tigers, the Volunteers will now suit up for their biggest challenge of the season. Alabama, ranked 6th in the nation, will bring their high-scoring offense that is averaging 91.5 points per game, led by senior talent such as guard Mark Spears and forward Grant Nelson. The Big Orange will be prepared for this match with offensive talent of their own, headlined by Sakai Ziegler, scoring in double digits in 8 consecutive games, and Chaz Lanier, who rebounded 9 times just recently in the Bayou. This top 10 blockbuster goes down on March 1st at the Food City Center, tipping off at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. These 2 hard-fought games put the Vols at a projected 2 seed for the tournament this March.
Our Holland Hines sat down with Patrick Falcon, an analyst from Torch Sports, to explain what the Vols must do going forward to obtain the win.
So starting off simple, Tennessee is in prime position for the 2 seed. How important is it that they get the 1 seed?
I think it's very important. I think once you get down to the Sweet 16, the Elite 8, the Final 4, those matchups become increasingly easier as a 1 seed. And right now, Tennessee really needs all the advantages we can get. We haven't had the best luck in March. We've never made a Final 4. And I think if we want to make that final push towards it, being the 1 seed would definitely be a big help. The seedings aren't always perfect. So sometimes the difference between those 4, 5, 6 seeds can actually be, instead of just 4 teams, it could be 5, 6, 7, 8 different teams. So I think getting that 1 seed, playing the worst team possible will help us a lot.
What does Tennessee have to do to get that 1 seed?
So we have 3 SEC teams fighting for that 1 seed. I think a big step is this Saturday we need to beat Alabama. And I think then in the SEC tournament, we need to prove that we are better than Alabama and Auburn. That means staying in the tournament longer than them and possibly beating them head-to-head, not losing to one of them, because then that's very easy for the committee or whoever's making the rankings. Give them the edge, give them the slight edge. We're that fifth seed, that number 1, 2 seed instead of that last 1 seed.
What's the worst possible outcome for the Vols in the next 2 weeks?
We'll lose every game. But no, I think the loss to Alabama will be big. I think we'll definitely drop. And then if we drop 1 or 2, we go out early in the SEC tournament, we could see ourselves as low as a 3 or 4 seed, to be honest with you.
How confident are you that the Vols can get that 1 seed?
I'm pretty confident. I think, we've showed our guns against Florida. We've showed we can beat them, I know. They've also showed they can beat us, so it'll be a good test if we meet again. But Alabama's got a really tough remaining schedule, and I think that win Saturday, if we beat them, they'll have to play Florida, and then they'll have to go down to Auburn. I don't think they win both those games, and I think that Auburn loss, if they suffer that at the end of the year, can help propel us forward to them, especially if we get hot going in the tournament, which we are right now. Chaz Lanier's been playing well, Zakai's been playing well. I think this team's picking up steam at the right time. We're going in the SEC tournament hot. That's prime for 1 seed.
The Lady Volunteers basketball squad had a rough go against Kentucky last night, falling to the Wildcats in Lexington 82-58. However, they did not go down without a fight, with Talasia Cooper putting up 25 points on the board, as well as Z Spearman and Alyssa Latham combining for 13 total rebounds. The last regular season task for Coach Caldwell's Lady Vols will come on Sunday, March 2nd, when the Georgia Lady Bulldogs come to play in the Food City Center.
Earlier this week, the Baseballs finished up their opening stretch of the season and took the field where they faced North Alabama in a very close and intense match. I bet you're wondering what the big news is. Junior pitcher A.J. Russell made his long-awaited return after a tough injury last year in the SEC tournament against Vanderbilt. He made sure this comeback was nothing short of spectacular. He faced 3 batters and struck out every single one. Freshman Tegan Coons also made a strong impression in his first collegiate appearance, pitching a perfect inning and striking out an opponent. Ryan Kraska closed out this game with a strikeout, sealing a thrilling 7-5 victory over North Alabama. Now the Vols are looking to keep that same momentum going tonight in Houston's Astro Arena, where they'll take on number 16 Oklahoma State at 4:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Staying on the diamond, the Lady Vols softball team had their home opener this past Wednesday against Radford. It wasn't until the 3rd and 4th innings that the Lady Vols found their rhythm, scoring 9 runs off 8 hits, including 2 quick home runs from both Sophia Nugent and Taylor Pennell. The Lady Vols closed out the game with a 10-1 victory over Radford. They'll be back at Sherry Parker Lee Stadium tonight at 3 p.m. Eastern to face Delaware State.
The annual NFL Scouting Combine in Indianapolis kicked off yesterday, and 6 of our football Vols will be taking another step closer to making their wildest gridiron dreams come true. The list of invited Vols is highlighted by the reigning SEC Offensive Player of the Year, Dylan Sampson, coming off a historic season, claiming 22 touchdowns and nearly 1,500 rushing yards. Offensive playmakers joining Sampson in Indy include wide receivers Brew McCoy and Dante Thornton Jr. On the defensive side, tackles Omar Norman Lotz and Elijah Simmons, as well as edge James Pierce Jr. will also have the opportunity to show that they have what it takes to compete in the big leagues. This ultimate test of physical durability will be their one last chance to impress the scouts heading into the 2025 NFL Draft in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Well, that is all we have for the Rocky Top Sports Report this week.
Thanks so much for watching. Now back to Lillian Jackson.
Thanks, guys.